South Africa's legal case accusing Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza has global support, the country's finance minister Enoch Godongwana told CNBC Monday. A two-day hearing last week at the International Court of Justice in The Hague, Netherlands, saw South African lawyers lay out arguments alleging that Israel's bombardment of Gaza that has caused massive casualties was tantamount to genocide. South Africa has not done anything unusual by going to an institution which has been established by the United Nations for dispute settlement between nations, and we're following rule of law and legal principles in this regard, Godongwana told CNBC on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Supporters of Israel, of course, including the UK, will say our application is nonsense, but there is global support for our view that in fact our case was substantive and we have argued our case. Turkey, Jordan, Brazil, Colombia, Bolivia, Pakistan, and Malaysia are among the states that have publicly supported South Africa's application, along with the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The Saudi-based organization consists of 57 member states, 48 of which are Muslim-majority countries. Godongwana reiterated that Pretoria agreed that Israel had to respond to the October 7 Hamas attacks, but that the response was disproportionate and has caused too many civilian casualties. The Hamas-run Gazan Health Ministry estimates that more than 23,000 people have been killed since the war began. Israel strongly denied the accusation, contending that it has a right to defend itself in response to the terror attack by Hamas fighters, who killed around 1,200 people and took around 250 hostage. Mark Regev, former ambassador to the United Kingdom and senior advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, on Friday called the genocide allegation ludicrous, offensive, and wrong. South Africa's case also came under fire from Israel's allies, including the US and the UK. British Foreign Secretary David Cameron on Monday called the allegations nonsense, while White House National Security spokesman John Kirby slammed the lawsuit as meritless, counterproductive, and completely without any basis in fact whatsoever. The Genocide Convention under which South Africa lodged the case defines genocide as specific acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group. South Africa argued that Israel has committed and failed to prevent genocidal acts through killings, physical and mental harm, and the imposition of conditions intended to bring about the destruction of a substantial part of the Palestinian national, racial, and ethnical group. The country's lawyers also accused Israel of failing to prevent or punish the direct and public incitement to genocide by senior Israeli officials and others.